Let me see. But there's not one by it.
Okay, I'd like to review a couple of concepts before I move on with number 5. First, you have to remember that the percentages, it's solute over total. Okay, so if it's weight over weight, weight of solute over total weight of the compound or solution. Okay, the denominator is always total. That's the first concept. Okay, when you did your alligation, there's 3 strengths, right? Okay, and there's a more basic concept that I'd like to talk about. When we were in elementary, okay, we did this test. Okay, so there's a formula I'd like to introduce to you. Okay, final volume minus initial volume is your powder displacement or your powder volume. Okay, let me move. Is your powder displacement or your powder volume? So final volume minus initial volume is your powder displacement or powder volume. Displacement is spelled as displacement. Okay, displacement. What does that mean? In a simple experiment, when we were in elementary, I remember having like a beaker. This is the 100 ml mark, okay, with water and 100 ml mark. Okay, and then the teacher dropped a pebble in the beaker with 100 ml water. What do you think happened to the water after the pebble was dropped? It rose, okay? The water rose. Say, for example, the water rose to the level of 110 ml after the pebble was dropped. Okay? So the powder volume or the powder displacement or the weight of that beaker in terms of volume or the amount is what? Final volume minus initial volume. What's final volume? 110 ml. And what's initial volume? 100 ml. So what's the pebble or the rock's powder displacement or final volume? 10 ml, correct. Follow? Okay. In your vial, did everybody see the powder for reconstitution vial, the yellow one? Okay, the vial has yellow powder in it, remember? We cannot inject that without reconstituting. Right? In reconstitution, we add water. Okay? And the label will say what the strength of the vial will be after adding this water. You follow? Say it will be 1 gram per every M, whatever it is. Okay? Do we have a yellow powder? Did the Shay give you yellow powders? Already? Everyone has one? Freshmen, did you have yellow powders? No, not yet? Okay. Let me get one. Okay. Oh, no. I can't read. Can you read for me the instructions, Sam? Is there an instruction? Right over there. Yeah, that's fine. Dilute, it says here dilute with 2.5 ml water, right? Which means you have to add 2.5 ml of water to dissolve this. You follow? What's the strength of the vial? Does it say? We don't have it.
It says
330 mg over 1 ml. So after adding 2.5 ml of sterile water for injection, what happens to the powder? It dissolves, right? That becomes its concentration. And it said that after you add that, it will have a strength of 330 milligrams per ml. Okay. Do you think that the final volume of this powder is 2.5 ml only? No. Because there's an amount of the powder that got dissolved that will what? That will pertain to another set of volume. Is that clear? Okay, so going back here to make it simple, your powder volume or your powder displacement is the final volume minus initial volume. Okay, say for example, you added 2.5 ml of water here. Okay, but this one became 3.5 ml total volume. What is the powder displacement of the yellow powder? Final volume is 3.5 ml. What's the initial volume? Minus 2.5 ml is, which means this powder, after dissolving, accounted for 1 ml. You follow? That's the powder displacement or powder volume. Now let's apply that in the question on number 5, okay? Diluent. Okay. If 5 ml of diluent is added, I'm going to put here plus 5 ml and I'll put diluent. Okay. Remember, solute, solvent, solution. Okay. What's the diluent? Usually, the diluent is water. Okay. And what does diluent mean? The substance used to dissolve a powder, usually. You follow? Diluent is the substance used to dissolve, usually a powder. And usually our diluent is water. Okay? If 5 ml of diluent is added to a vial containing, the vial contains 2 grams of drug for injection, resulting in the final volume of 5.8 ml. What is the concentration? What is the concentration in milligrams per ml of the drug in the reconstituted solution? Okay. In this problem, the final volume is 5.8. Okay. The solute is 2 grams. Remember percentage, weight over volume, weight of solute over total ml of solution. This is a common problem in the PTCE. Total ml of solution. This is total, not just the diluent. And then you multiply this by 100. So, is the correct equation 2 grams for every divided by 5.8 ml times 100 to get the percentage? Or is it 2 grams divided by 5 ml times 100? Which one will give you the correct concentration?
5.8.
It has to be 5.8 if you're asked in percentage, right? You have to remember the percentage denominator will always be total. Total in volume, total in weight, okay? So this is why students get thrown off by this question, because they use 5 ml, which is just the diluent part. You have to understand, it has to be the total for the final volume to get the percentage. But the question wasn't percentage, right? If it's percentage, let's try to get it in percentage. 2 grams divided by 5.8 times 100. What is this in percent? On the problem, but what is it in percent? 2.5, 2 divided by 5.8 times 100 is? Anyone? 2 divided by 5.8 equals 0.344 times 100. What's the exact answer? In percentage. 34? Ooh. 34.5%, because it's 48. Okay, correct. But that wasn't the question. The question was, how much, what is the concentration in milligrams per ml? Well, what you do, if it's not a percent question, is just divide this. Okay? 2 grams divided by 5.8 is, but remember, whatever your answer is will be in grams per ml. Correct? Okay, so 2 divided by 5.8 equals 0.345. Is that correct? But take note, this is in grams. And the question is in milligrams. So what do I do next? Convert this to mg per ml, which is only the numerator that you need to convert. And what is that? 345 mg per ml. Now, do we have options for 345 mg per ml? Yes, so the correct answer to number 5 is 345 mg per ml, which is letter. Who got that one? Who got that one? Okay. What's a common mistake? Students use just the diluent. You got to remember, in percentage, the denominator is always the total. What did you do?
I added the 5 ml to the 2 grams, which is the 5, and I divided by 0.8.
What did you do? You added?
Yeah, I added to
Still got 345. No, that's not how it goes. That's a coincidence. It has to be weight of solute over total volume of solution. Remember concentration? Always. The denominator is total. Who understood this one? Okay, now ready? You are going to do some practice. This 20 question test may